they're quite of that caliber just yet. So hoovering around a top 10 team, whereas for GamerLegion, it's a different story. Like VP, big budgets, big players, big names. GamerLegion, they're doing it in a different way, right? They're trying to be a talent factory, and I think for what they got to work with, they're doing a decent job. So two different outlooks in this game, two different ways of, I guess, running an organization, but two teams that on the server should be quite equal.
Yeah, absolutely. Dust2, Ancient, train to finish. VP start on their map pick.
Rematch from Cologne. You know, last time they played Dust2, as the desk alerted to, it was GamerLegion winning, and PR had a fantastic showing, putting up 181 rating in that game versus VP. So safe to say that PR, man on your screen right here, he's a massive win condition.
Yeah, it does feel like the next big thing here. GamerLegion hanging on to him for as long as they can.
Yeah, I'd buy him.
Yeah.
About the money.
Don't think you can afford him.
Nope.
This guy's...
Well, maybe if I transition to become a caster more often. I heard you guys are getting paid the big bucks, but...
Well, you know, you wouldn't know.
You're
volunteering. Oh, that's ugly from Kersey. There's shots, and no one follows up. The flank from the USP does very little. So VP, wherever they go, they're favored. One shot from Rez in the side. Two shots. No more. No, not allowed. Surely they put him down. So VP, they make us scared for a moment.
Yeah, well, that's a nice attempt by Rez. Another player that's going to be vital if GamerLegion wants to win here. And that's the cool thing about this matchup. As said, we saw them playing Cologne. We saw GamerLegion win 2-0. Realistically speaking, VP with the budgets, with the player names, with Electronic leading the charts, joined by Flit, Fame, Perfecto for that matter as well. You know, judging by the names and the value of those, they should be winning against GamerLegion pretty much every time, but that's just not the case. So I think it comes down to PR, Rez, and I guess the overall team play of GamerLegion to stand the test versus the clearly more skilled individuals. At least it used to be like that. It's been a while since we've seen Electronic firing on all cylinders, and I feel like Icy is pretty much the only guarantee within that lineup. That's the guy I can always count on doing a decent job. Never like the best player on the server, never single-handedly carrying, but always doing a decent job. Most of the time.
Yeah, jury's out on that for me.
Yeah.
I think the AWPers here are some of the weaker pieces in the team.
That's fair.
But Kersey still time to grow, certainly. Icy has been in this team long enough now. I kind of still want more from him.
I think it's an incredible tough team to perform in, to be completely honest, with Electronic being the in-game leader and so much focus on the riflers. You know, you want to enable Flit, you want to enable Fame, you want to enable yourself if you're Electronic. So in terms of being an AWP player, you're not being catered to a lot in VP. PR gets attack here. That's going to soften him up a bit. Still a slow round by VP, and that's something that never changed. People thought that Jame leaving, that would meant a more aggressive VP. Well, I've seen the stats that suggest that they're playing even slower counters right now, so get used to it.
Yeah, vibe check of VP has not always been their strong suit. Crossing into the site, though. VP's guns looking to break through this force from GamerLegion. PR far with the scout. Icy's followed up. And 10 seconds. Are we worried? No, I don't think so. Bomb's going to make it down. Wallbang can't stop that.
Looks tough now for GamerLegion to retake this one. No kit. Towson maybe can create some space for himself. Perfecto in a prime position though to shut him down. Get that kill, and that's it. Round over.
Peeking off Flit as well. So.
Yeah, we're staying behind the smoke right now. They're boosting. There we go.
Time is the problem though. Flit does get found. Perfecto pops up. Through the smoke goes Tolson, then oh no, they line up. Perfecto with a quick turn. Oh, but he gets shot through the smoke! Fully through the smoke. PR's got time.
No way.
What?
Okay, what a way to finish that round. I was just about to say all Perfecto has to do now is stay alive, stay behind the smoke, and play the time because there's no kit. And then he just gets absolutely beaten through the smoke.
Did he see anything, or was that just full random shot?
I think that was a Hail Mary.
Oh, Icy got his own. Oh my god, show me this.
Yeah. As random as it gets.
Oh, I think Electronic's shouting at you after that one. Oh dear.
Okay, well that's the worst possible way to start a VP right here. I will say Icy as well. Having the scout in hand, playing up close with the smoke on long, he then pulls out his pistol just as the player walks out of the smoke. Yeah, that is. I think Icy should have forecasted that. He should have been well aware that there's nothing you can do with a scout in that position. So just have the Glock in hand from the get-go, and that would have been an easy trade kill coming in for him. But it's always easy to point out the small mistakes, especially when you have the overview like we do. But not the best start for VP right here. Res is fighting with his teammate. Towson taking a lot of damage, down to 12 HP. But so far so good. No one has died. No one has been fragged out on the server. But both Electronic and Towson are limping around.
This game's immediately kind of come out with a shock.
It's going to be one of those, isn't it? I think it's two teams.
Every VP game is like that.
True. And it's always going to be this conversation of when do they reach the full potential? When do we get to see Electronic, Fame, Flit play well together? Bro, are we over those days now?
I mean, unless they leave this team, and that's... Oh, they missed the mid to B smoke. Perfecto. He's had time out of the server. But still.
To be fair, it's a tough smoke, right?
With that lineup, yes. For the longest time... No, well, the point I was going to make was the rumors were, before Perfecto joined, that Flit and Fame wanted to leave. Yeah. Those are the rumors. Like, they had enough. They didn't like this. They wanted to go. They were rumored to go to... I'll hold this thought, because they are spilling into CT. Good check on the smoke. CTR comes through to his death. PR on the cross, needs something. VP are really wasting their time. 20 seconds, 2 kills come through. They get squeezed there. And VP do more with less. No spam either.
That's a beautiful execution coming in from VP.
Crazy.
Work with what they got. Put some players in towards CT spawn and really using the space created by the utility. I love the double smoke on Catwalk as well. That creates that pathway you can jump through in towards CT spawn. And let's be honest, GamerLegion could have handled that better. But for what it's worth, VP had very little to work with and got the absolute most out of it.
But on that VP vibe check, I mean, the rumors I heard were Fame and Flit wanted to go and play back in Parivision. Now, who's in Parivision? Jame.
Yeah.
They wanted to go and reunite with Jame, who got usurped by Electronic. And they were willing to essentially drop a tier of Counter-Strike. Yeah. We haven't seen Jame come back to LAN since he joined this team. Although, I will say Parivision have come very close. They've come like second in a bunch of qualifiers, Pro League qualifiers, stuff like this. So they were right there. But these guys wanted to go back a tier just to get out of this team. Then Perfecto joined. That saved the team from crumbling.
Yeah,
but
maybe
just delay its downfall.
That's the thing, and the issue with the whole Jame thing is maybe someone within VP is, you know, maybe they want to bring him back. Maybe they thought, okay,
I'd be down.
Yeah,
why not?
The thing is, then you have to sacrifice Icy as well. And to be fair, he was an expensive investment, and so was Electronic. So from an organizational point of view, that's going to be expensive. Kersey, he was a very cheap investment. Was brought in from nowhere. I spoke to Ash about it during IM Cologne, and he said he watched a couple of his demos, watched him play, and thought there was a lot of potential to work with. So far, so good with the scout. Getting a kill on towards Icy, putting Electronic to 30 HP. I'm not gonna lie, we've seen 3.5 rounds of this game, and it's been very, very messy so far.
Yes.
But usually, that makes for the best games.
Back and forth. Back and forth again. And they hear that leave from Long. PR boosted in the box. Electronic's coming back to his position. He doesn't want to drop off and make noise, so he's going to stay here. I want to see this PR fight, to be honest, because this is a weird fight for Electronic. Lovely shot. Electronic just waltzes in to an off angle like that. Kersey on the cross. Hits his tag. Ooh, flash over the top, and he can go back for a little bit more. Get one more out of here, Kersey. It could be a kill that wins the round. Instead, VP back out.
Yeah, what now?
Over-rotation could be a problem.
You have a smoke on Flit, so a B-split maybe here. There we go. Drops down, wants to do the smoke, but Res is just fighting him straight up, getting a kill. Gets traded by Flit, and that opens up a little bit of the B-bomb side. A player stuck behind the CT smoke. They're going to split up now. Perfecto coming in from tunnels, and CTR... they don't spot each other.
I mean, it's still 1v1 for the round on B, but Flit has somehow dodged death. He's gone inside the smoke, and CTR, he had a feeling that whole time. Maybe he saw him on the minimap. Either way, it's a force buy, half buy, eco, full buy win for GamerLegion.
Yeah.
They've got a little bit of everything in there. Kersey, great round off the scout. 2 tags and a kill. A bit of a confusion there in middle.
It's been a wild start to this game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's not going to stop, by the way, because VP have brought back in.
Well, let's see if they work better with little to work with, so to speak. Tech9's in the mix. Single AK on Flit. Maybe you're investing in him doing something. That's a great grenade landing at the feet of Perfecto. He's being put down to 50 HP. Kersey again aggressive with the scout. That was a massive round, by the way. Make no mistake, only 1 kill to his name, but softening up the opponents like that, tagging players left, right, and center, it does so much. Especially when the rest of your team is on pistols. They want to simplify it here, VP. Is that just going to be a straight B execute towards 1000 and... Well, they were toying with the idea, I think, and decided to pull the plug for now. Still hovering around in tunnels. Bomb is there as well. It's going to be a B execute. 1000 is going to be put under a lot of pressure together with Res, unless VP decides to go elsewhere.
I don't know why you can molly Res position, but I don't know why you would when you're against a full buy, because who would play here with an M4? Res is trying. Util goes in, backside molly, but no push. They're waiting for the mid contingent. Fame out. There's no smoke.
And where's Icy? Icy has that one smoke that can open up that
very late though.
Avenue. He's coming in here now.
They're going to go cat instead. They threw a B execute and they didn't push, so no one's moved.
They didn't apply any pressure. They didn't do anything, no.
Contact mid to B. No smoke on spawn. Kersey, scout, but is he scoped on upper or lower? Will he see this one? Yes. Takes the head off of Fame. This one is... It's all over the place. 20 seconds. The bomb just went back out mid from catwalk. They don't even know where they want to go. 20 seconds, guys. 15. This bomb's got to run. Now the mid to B smoke comes in. You can't win this. What the hell are you doing? 10 seconds. Your bomb's going up, but you can't win. You literally can't win. Who cares? Who cares about these kills? You can't win. It's over. Why are you trying? Go mid. VP. Back in with another round. What are we watching? What was this?
The cool thing is normally...
Bombs up cat with 20 and he tries to go upper tunnels after mid to B smoking.
Yeah.
Go mid to B.
Wait, what do you want me to say? I can't explain that. I can't explain that. I can't explain that.
What are you doing? What's
that is horrendous.
What?
Just the electronic being on catwalk seems so disjointed from the whole scenario, right?
I forgive that if the bomb goes mid to B.
Yeah.
Bomb goes upper.
Yeah.
He goes out mid to smoke mid to B on the fly to then go back through tunnels into upper with 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't need a clock to tell you that that's not possible, do you?
No, it's bad. It's real bad.
What was that round?
I don't know. Maybe Fame and Flit should leave, you know?
Anyone buying?
The cool thing is, normally I can be in a green room, I can watch this game, I can watch around like that and be like, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, now you have to talk about it.
Now I'm forced to talk about it, yeah. Towson doing a decent job getting a couple of kills here. And
yeah, move on, I guess.
Yeah, it's just, wow, it's a terrible start to the game for VP. You know, we complimented them for pulling off a nice force buy in the second round and executing well, but it does feel like they require a lot of space to go into those executes, and the time management, I don't get it. I can't remember who it was on Twitter who made up this whole statistic that after James left the team, then they actually started to play slower in VP. Like, the average round length of VP's play were longer, which is
just felt
crazy.
like VP are where good riflers go to die, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like Flit and Fame have just been wasted in this team at times.
There was a conversation, I think that was with Bubsky maybe a year and a half ago. He wanted to make the case that Flit, Fame, and Electronic was the strongest rifling trio in the world.
I mean, if at their peak, if they're all at their peak.
Point being.
And none of them are in-game leading.
Yeah. That's a fair claim. That's like a fair conversation.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure.
But now they find themselves on a team that is struggling to stay within the top 10.
Well, yeah, they're not even touching it right now.
No. It's crazy. It is indeed crazy. However, I want to give...
I'm shattered.
Yeah,
I'm shattered.
me too. And I
have to cast this whole game now.
Yeah, it's early. It's early. Don't check out yet.
God.
Don't check out yet.
I'm kind of over this map.
Let's focus on the positive. GamerLegion punishing it.
Yeah.
I think Kersey's off to a good start. He's been under a lot of flack for late.
Yeah. Let's talk about these guys.
There we
Triple
go.
Cat. Brutal. I mean, PR... Is PR the best player in the server? I think he might be.
He is, yes. I think so too. And I can't see a world where GamerLegion can keep him for much longer.
Yeah, true.
2026 PR will play for a different team. That's beautiful utility work here as well. Flit put down to 20 HP. Electronic at 25. Perfecto 61. They seem shattered already.
Oh, Fame's here. They have no idea. Don't go out long, guys. I've got this.
Why?
In the bag. Oh,
no.
PR.
He's the best player on the server.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was an opening. That was a way to win the round.
I don't think he was expecting 2 players committed along.
No. That's mistakes you can't offer if you're GamerLegion. I think the cleaner you play against VP, the less mistakes you make, they will do it for you. They will make the mistakes for you.
Sorry, I'm just checking my watch and there's 20 seconds left. So I think it's a save.
Yeah, it's a great save, isn't it? 2 get littles into the next round. That's going to do wonders.
I mean, yeah.
Icy and Fame, what? Mag 10 Skittles as well. A bit of loss bonus to work with, but yeah, Don't check out yet.
Is this a hate watch stream? It feels like a hate watch right now.
I mean, Maui's in love with it, I'm sure. He loves a bit of hate watching.
Yeah.
I feel like that's his brand, isn't it? Just hate watching all the time. No, for good reason though. I think for VP, again, I like to zoom out sometimes and look at it from an objective point of view. It is a crazy expensive team. You know, the investments of Icy, where he came from as well, bringing in Electronic, you bank on Electronic instead of Jame. The salaries of these players as well, trust me, they're earning good money to play Counter-Strike. So to be where they're at right now and to have this outlook on the server where I feel like there's no consistency within VP. I never know what I get apart from a slow game. It's just not good enough. So
I love it when they run at them.
Yeah.
I love it when VP mash that W button.
Maybe that's it, you know? Maybe that's the win condition for them. Maybe they have to change it up a little bit. This one was a good one. Maybe a little bit lucky getting the second one through the smoke, but it works out. Long control, 5v3. You have to convert this, and I'm sure you will, unless PR does something here.
Oh, PR. He's known to do things. What kind of things? The nade goes in. The molly goes in. PR allowed to escape by Icy Scout, who holds default. They spam car. PR goes back to car. Oh my god, this is so
I love this.
Sweet.
I love this for PR.
This is no one even. Icy the whole time is holding default, so he never saw. There's a spot for Kersey.
And there we go. Now
Dude,
PR
how many
is paid for. Yes, if he gets 2 kills, the round is over.
It's over. 3v5. Electronic is too late to come up catwalk, so VP are going to scale. PR might just take this first kill, though. Oh my god, PR. Perfect record on car. 1, 2. That will do. They've got a chance. Flit opens the door again with a second kill. And Torsen is too far away. Caught by Electronic in lower. And so VP do it.
Yeah, I would love to see that from Flit's point of view. I think that second kill was massive on his screen. It seemed like they came instantly.
Onto Kersey on site.
Yeah, Pia did everything good. That's a beautiful play. It comes from confidence. Yeah. He's willing to risk the fight in towards pit, not getting it, and then he plays it to perfection. He is very unlucky that he pulls the trigger because he would have about to see the third person right here in Flit. And had he seen him, he would have killed Flit first and then gone for the other two. So that was a world right here where PR could have pulled off the unthinkable. But just the fact that he does all the right decisions to get in that position, I love that. He's a young prospect, and he's a player that's not going to play for GamerLegion coming into 2026. I hardly find a world to imagine that. I think he's too good, and I think he's a player that a lot of the big teams right now are looking at. G2, FaZe, all those boys. If you can get PR on your team, got a good thing going.
Well, ZTR caught off guard right now. Flit's walked all the way up catwalk. Fast but slow for VP. Rez, here's the climb. Can't really stop it though. Perfecto, he's right below you. He is right below you. On that smoke fade, you'll see the barrel. Gives it away. PR again alone, but this is too much to ask for one man. Should be looking to save here. At long is Fame.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, saving is the best option, of course. The question is PR allowed to save? And can he find a way out of this situation?
He should be dead. But Fame doesn't fire.
That's what happens when you're the best player on the server.
Flit is making a case.
Yeah, true. And Flit is a fantastic player. I find that whole rumor thing you're talking about, Flit and Fame potentially wanting to leave, very interesting because they were so goddamn good. You know, a couple of years ago, 2 players that was enjoyable to watch. And I think the whole issue for me with VP now is that, you know, with Jame, you knew what you got. You got a slow-playing VP. It was at times frustrating, but at least there was a clear style, a clear ID, a clear red line of thinking Counter-Strike. I think with Electronic, it doesn't make sense how unorganized they look. It doesn't make sense that they're playing even slower Counter-Strike now with the tools they have available. A guy like Electronic and Na'Vi, what worked out for you? I know Na'Vi back in the days, they also played slow Counter-Strike in the Blade system, but they picked it up. They kind of innovated. They bought into CS2 as a new game as well, and if you look towards Na'Vi today and compare them to Na'Vi and CSGO in the later stages, that's a different way of thinking and playing Counter-Strike, where it feels like Electronic is stuck in the old way of I guess, playing and thinking about the game, and I think that's a bit of an issue, and I think that's holding VP back in some sense.
And you see those signs of life when they kind of go off the leash and they run a fast round. And I even think towards the end of James' time in VP, we're getting those rounds on occasion.
Yeah.
And I feel like Electronic is starting to in VP's best tournaments when they're mixing up the pace. You expect them to play really slow, you hold your util, and then you get played on first timing, and it can often work out. And obviously we're on Dust 2, we're on a map where if you have those spawns, you can play quicker rounds. And VP have actually broken through with a long pop. They sent sent Flit walking into the A site last round. We've had a couple of speedier moments. Maybe this will be one of them. Icy 1 and 6 on the orb. That smoke blocks a B site.
I love this play. We've seen that from a lot of teams. You have 4 players starting in upper tunnels. The plan is Ivy gets the first kill, then the rest of the team is there straight away to follow up and go in towards the B bomb side, and you pretty much win a round for free.
It relies on a mistake for GamerLegion, one that Torsen will not make.
That's the thing, yeah. Saw it a couple of times in Saudi Arabia at EWC where players gets that first kill on towards the B bomb side and does 2, and then all 4 players are ready to pounce on it, and if not, then you didn't lose anything by going 4 players in upper tunnels because you can just reset and go into the round a little later. There's plenty of time to play with. So that call itself, I don't mind that from Electronic, and that's the thing. That's what frustrates me a lot from VP. I think there's a lot of good things happening, and there's so much potential, and we see it in glimpses. It's just the lack of consistency. And it's not like map to map, it's more so round to round. They can play 2 good rounds, and then they completely fall apart in a couple of rounds, and then back to playing good. Whereas for most teams, it's something that follows the cycles of at least a map, you know, or maybe a series, or maybe a day of good Counter-Strike. But for VP, I guess that's what makes them somewhat exciting, is that you never know. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe bad.
That is the up and down. The roller coaster. Flit with a re-smoke mid to B after they get blocked on Cat. This upper push. Oh, the timing on the nade pull covered by Perfecto. High damage, no kill. Torsen needs a multi to even make this interesting. The spacing was a bit skew if he's able to get out after 2. A third for Torsen. No business putting this down range. Where is the trade for VP? They had 3 in the tunnels, and it's too late for Icy. Torsen rocks them, socks him, and knocks him unconscious.
That is a beautiful play by Torsen, for sure. Takes quite the individual skill to pull that off, but my god, is the spacing terrible. Look at that. First play out, no trade. He even gets to stand in window with the back turn to tunnels for 3 seconds before the next player peeks out. Who's Perfecto? What on earth is going on in the VP cam right there? That is Counter-Strike at a very, very low level.
That was their round, man. They got the entry gifted to them.
They got them exactly where they want to, and then they mess it up. Another long take, good spawn out here. Play fast, sure, but has it been a messy game? I feel like we're almost talking about VP as if they're not they're not on the server at all. Yet they have 4 rounds to show for, maybe finish with 5 or 6, and obviously remain competitive in the game. But that's what I mean. If you're VP and you're playing this poorly, which you are, and you still somewhat are in the game, then what would happen if you actually play good Counter-Strike from start to finish?
I just feel like the mistakes, show so clearer when I watch this team. Like the timing of that Icy rotation, the spacing right there. It's like, because they have strong players, and when they are grouped, when they're hitting together, and Flint's finding entries, it can look so strong. Oh my god. But when the mistakes are there, they are very apparent. That is ugly for Rez as well, to be fair. Walks into the angle. Electronic peeks him on the smoke plume, and there we go. Couple of entries for Fame. Yep. Opens up the round and shuts it down for GamerLegion, who really should be thinking about saving. They need
at this point,
guns.
I'm a little bit dissatisfied with the way they're playing it. I don't mind Rez being in lower dark and poking the bear a little bit. He gets spotted, then he mistimes the smoke and gets punished for it. That's fair enough. Kersey, you saw that. He missed the shot in towards middle, got away from the situation unpunished, but then he wants to go in and put the nade in towards lower dark, and that cost him his life. It feels like both Rez and Kersey overextended a little bit, and that gave a free round to VP, and that's my whole line of thought right now. If you're Ash, you're watching this game, I'm sure that what he's going to be telling those players is, we see Torsen try to save the gun, not successful with that. Listen, guys, we're giving up rounds. We're giving up scenarios right now to VP. They're not playing a great game of Counter-Strike. He sees the same things we are right now. He sees the same mistakes being very transparent coming out of the VP camp. Let's not give them anything for free. Let them work for it, because every time they have to work for it, they can't really make anything done. So it's a little bit rough to watch, because I feel like that's, again, it's always this balance between, is it VP playing this round well, or is it GamerLegion giving it up? I think in this instance, it's not only 1 mistake, but 2 mistakes coming out of Kersey and Rez that is giving up a free round, and not necessarily something I want to credit VP too much for. But if you make mistakes like this, or if you invite your opponents into the game like GamerLegion just did, then what happens when VP starts to play well, right? Because they can.
Yeah, strong 4K from Fame.
I'd even make the case that if you get away with 6 rounds after this half, if you're VP, that's probably the worst brand of Counter-Strike you can play, and you still have 6 rounds to show for. That in itself is a sign of strength.
It's a good hustle.
Yeah.
They'll grind you down.
That's what they do. They killed you in what, round 4? Round 5? That's when you checked out? Don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't think I can come back.
Well, Res feels he can. That's a nice kill. Fame answers back on towards PR. He continues to be aggressive up towards middle. A third one. Yeah, there we go.
Get him.
Beautiful from Res. Leaves Fame and Perfecto in a
Gosh.
impossible 2v4 here.
And this is to close the half as well. So GamerLegion on the CT side here on Dust 2, looking for a 7-round half. Absolutely no complaints about that. It's VP's map pick. It is getting plucked out of their pocket. Perfecto.
Same scoreline at Cologne. First half, GamerLegion starting on the CT side, winning 7-5 as well. We're getting a repeat here.
Oh dear, oh dear. Perfecto 1v4 with almost no time to do this. The smoke at top mid is silencing him. Gonna come through it. That's all he can do if he wants to win off the bomb. 3 players fighting. Perfecto. Highlight of your career or the halftime break?
Look at the clock.
In we go and out we go. We'll be back after a break. VP need to wake up. GamerLegion looking to run back their Cologne dub over VP in stage 1. We're here at Blast Open London and we're looking to qualify some teams to LAN. Right now, online play resumes and we have GamerLegion sitting 7-5 up on Dust 2. It's VP's map pick. I'm here with Pimp and we got a second half ahead of us. GamerLegion, will they bring the heat to this T side? There's a late long take. Fame flashed out. He's going to commit behind the car. Nowhere to go from here. They won't know for sure, but they certainly should check it. It's a good flashbang with jumping players. Hard to headshot. Rez follows up. Made on the break. Only one player crossing. And okay, he's a price to pay. But still, we got 4 men moving in with that bomb.
Yeah, tough spot to be in for GamerLegion. When you haven't planted the bomb yet, the smokes are going to run out now, and more pressure being applied by VP, but they do decide to withdraw from the fight. Only Electronic right now is in the mix of it, and he can't really get away from here. Or can he? Well, gets a bit lucky with the timing, and there we go. We have a 4v4 retake scenario coming in.
GamerLegion set up, and he's to just trade out. Torsen starts strong. CTR is very low, but Flit's not much better, and the flank is coming in on the long side. So we have this low health battle down in pit while Rez tries to remain in A. Can't really move off default.
Time is of the essence now. No kid in play either.
Oh, I see with the jump spot. Julie's there, gonna do it on the jump. Kersey needs to look back to ramp. He does in time. And the long fight, too little, too late, and lost anyway. As GamerLegion put a pistol on a winning half. That one's gonna be painful going down for VP.
Yeah. This game is following the script of the game they played in Cologne a month ago. First half was also 7-5 for GamerLegion after the CT side, and guess what? GamerLegion also won the pistol.
Did they convert
on the T
it?
side, they also converted, yes.
Oh.
They were up 9-5 in that game, ended up winning 13-8. So if we follow that script, it's going to be GamerLegion winning in anything between 10 and 15 minutes from now. I think they have been the better team so far.
Yeah.
So that's only fair, but we have seen VP be extremely strong and potent in these 4 spies, so make no mistake, this game is far from over.
Let's see what VP can do on this B hold. It's only 2 players jump spotting.
4 players towards B right now, huh?
Yeah, AC just gets in time. That's a good grenade. Swinging off it, though. That might still bait you into the stack. They see all these grenades, though, and GamerLegion don't like it. They sit back with a 5v4 and hope for punish elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it's a worst nightmare for VP hearing that lower flash, knowing that GamerLegion is spreading their wings and looking for another route.
That's so nice, right, from CTR, and it may seem ridiculous to point out right here, and people may think, well, that's the basic Counter-Strike. Well, he's waiting for that smoke. He's waiting for the agility fully to land. He's using a flash in towards lower dark as well, going through the motions. You see so many teams who's stepping over, you know, maybe saving a flash here, just peeking out just before the smoke, etc., etc. That's something you get with Ash. Yeah, methodical. That's something you get with Ash. That's something you get with GamerLegion. They're well aware that maybe we don't have the most talent in the world, the best players, the biggest stars. If we want to win Counter-Strike games and be consistent, we have to play by the book and do it to 100%. So I think it's only fair that we point it out, because there's a lot of teams who are trying to skip over.
Oh, I see.
I still walk into
strong.
it,
yeah. There's Electronic in the corner.
Ooh.
Blitz won his 1v1 in middle. The pistol comes through. Icy dead. PR follows up. It's winnable. 2v4. Looking to put that bomb down in the site. Will VP just rush off of the plant audio? Forcing the kill in the window. Dangerous. They pay the price inside the smoke as he realized 8 seconds. He thinks he's got freedom, and Flit is right there. I guess he must presume there's a tunnels flank coming on. Flit last seen in the mid doors. Nice try, but VP steal that 4 spy. You said they've been potent. You're correct.
Very potent, yeah. They don't flinch, they don't rotate. I was just giving compliments to GamerLegion for going methodically throughout middle and taking that part of the map. I would have loved to see CTR continue up and take Catwalk just to show a presence on Catwalk, so you potentially could draw a rotation for VP. They don't apply any pressure towards long, they don't apply any pressure towards Catwalk, and thus VP are not flinching. They're staying with the B stack and they're winning the round. What are they doing here?
Whoa! What a shot! They say this guy's missing, well, he's also hitting impossible headshots. Will be a bridge too far, but traded by ZTR. Out from lower come more. Flash, Perfecto won't play.
What's going on in this game?
It's all over the place. Oh, PR Scout as well, hits hard. They could still win this fight in middle. GamerLegion back up. There's one more man. Maybe seen in the jiggle there.
They don't know.
No, they have no info. Fame, ready to pounce. They jump up Cat. Info gathered. Rez will not overfight. 3 players here to finish off Fame. The Deagle connects, and a back-to-back 4 spy as GamerLegion break the money right back.
I mean, fantastic shot by Kersey with the scout, and he's been excellent with that weapon throughout the game. We saw it on the CT side as well.
Yep.
That first kill right here is great, but VP, is that really your best bet at winning a round? Oof, that's nasty.
That is nasty indeed.
That's nasty. Forcing up, 2 guys pushing middle, a guy coming out from Catwalk. I know you want to show it to GamerLegion, I guess, and stick it in the face, but I mean, we just come off M80 and Vitality, where I think, in all fairness, it was maybe individual from Vitality not showing up. I think the calling and And the amount of mistakes were kind of limited from both sides. I think that was a good quality game of Counter-Strike where both teams played well to their abilities. I don't think that's been the case here at all.
It's been messy. There's been a lot more force by wins. There's been some very spread out T sides.
Yeah.
That have kind of like dripped dry.
I mean, the cool thing about a game like this is that as a viewer, you're watching it right now, you have no clue what's going to happen. You have to watch every single round because even when you think this round is guaranteed to one of the other team, it's just going to swing the other way.
Watch Fame get a multi-kill with a 5-7 up close. I've seen crazier things happen. That mid-to-B kill opens it up, but Fame could shut it right down. 1 kill, and then Icy joins the fray. 2v3. Feel like Icy's trapped here. Can they wait for the window? They don't need to. PR with that kill cements it. 14-7 on PR. I feel like his round swing is going to be crazy. Like the impact of his kills in this game have been very nice.
Best player on the server. Him and Flit has done a tremendous job, each from an individual standpoint. And I think, as you said, PR by far with the most impact out of the two. Also reflecting in the scoreboard, 10-6 for GamerLegion. And make no mistake, if you pay attention to the right side of your screen, the banks of the VP players are non-existent. They will have to save coming into the next round. And yeah, maybe Perfecto can play with a FAMAS, but do you even want to save this? Do you want to go into the next round? Of course you want to save it, but the use of a FAMAS when you're not forcing around it is pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, it's not a hero orb, you know? You're not going to be acing.
No,
this.
It's like, yeah,
well,
you may as well play with it, but what are you going to do?
Probably wait for your next buy round.
Good on GamerLegion here, converting this round, making it somewhat flawless. Dying a couple of members, that's fine. PR quick to stabilize the round, and let's be honest, right now looking like the heavy favorites to win the first map here on Dust 2. Coming into this game, GamerLegion VP, what do you have winning?
I would just go GamerLegion.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say now at 10-6 though, isn't it?
Fair.
Like VP on and off, you never know what you're going to get really.
No.
But yeah, I like, you know, PR, legit, ZTR, legit.
I feel like being a VP fan must be the worst thing in the world, you know? It's like, they're sending so many mixed signals.
Yeah.
You beat MIBR 2-0, you beat FaZe 2-1, I know FaZe are struggling, and you think to yourself,
the game
maybe.
was, I mean, that game was actually impressive. The overpass was really good from VP there. Like,
Beating them out in Inferno as well, I believe, yeah. In the final one, 13-9 against FaZe, and you think to yourself, okay, this could be interesting. The next two games, they lose to Spirit, obviously, that's fair enough. They lose to Mouse, and then no fault in losing to Mouse and Spirit, and you think, okay, right, you're facing GamerLegion, you're beating MIBR, you're beating FaZe, that's the caliber of teams you can beat right now, and you'd expect them to beat GamerLegion with ease, but that's just not the case. It's like dating a girl that's just constantly sending you mixed signals.
Yeah.
Then she likes you, then she doesn't. Then she answers, then she doesn't. You know, I'm just saying it's tough out there. Being a VP fan is not easy.
I think they need to break up.
I think so too. But it's always fun from the outside. Everyone can see it. Everyone knows, you know, your friends got your back, but they have to realize that themselves.
Oh, that goes so unfortunately. That's just bad timing. And Flit's going to save the armless FAMAS if they let him. I don't think Rez is looking too forgiving in this position.
No. And they get one more shot at a VP, one more buy round.
Rez is going to finish him.
3, 2. Okay.
One tap.
11-6.
And this is the buy we've been promised. The buy we've been waiting for. The buy that some may be hopeful for.
Has to be it for VP. If they want to stand the chance of stealing away Dust 2 from GamerLegion. It's not looking likely. I say stealing away. It's their own map pick, which makes it even worse.
There's not been a lot of life from VP, especially not in the second half. Winning out round 2, that's it. Orb on the cross. Seeing nothing.
I like this small little detail. Kersey's not going for the wallbang because his job is to protect CTR as long as possible. So if an orb peeks out early, then he's going to be there, worst case, to punish it.
And Icy does have an orb on the catwalk. Glass. Flash is good, and so he can't get the shot.
He's been MIA for this game, Icy. No impact whatsoever. Now will be the time to step up.
Now or never. Mid to be is close enough. Pressure put on this tunnels.
such a clear difference in how they approach the game, GamerLegion and VP. Very methodical, very clinical in how they take space on the map. Also offered a lot of space here by VP. They're not playing too aggressive, but you never see a player from GamerLegion doing anything without it being backed up by utility or without being backed up by a second player can trade you. And I like that. And as I said before, I think that's a testament to what Ash is doing in terms of the coaching. They're well aware that they gotta win in their own ways. They don't have the most talent, so we gotta play picture-perfect Counter-Strike. Now let's see if they can execute towards the B bomb site.
Good stack here, and Flit thins the herd. Electronic has managed to squeeze his way into the bomb site in time, and this mid-to-B aspect is late right now. There's only one player in window. Oh my god, Flit getting keen, getting eager, and it's gonna cost them, but his team have got it back. Perfecto with one more in the tunnels in 20 seconds. I mean, what are you waiting for? This orb? Not going to happen. Electronic puts on a multi-kill and defends his bomb site. ZTR, last second clutch up in B, not allowed by Flit. I think VP at a certain point doubted that play, jumping up into the window. It was a bit strung out for GamerLegion. Two players very late on the mid to B. B player had to push through the smoke, blocked.
It's tough.
A weird one.
It's tough. When you're stacking 3 players towards the B bomb side, you can afford to be aggressive if you're Flit in this position. He's well aware that if he dies, it's not the end of the world. In that case, he's just baited for his 2 teammates. Same could be said for Perfecto. An aggressive position in towards tunnel. You can allow yourself a lot of freedoms when you have stacked towards that B bomb side, but make no mistake, that was a stack from the beginning of the round almost. So it's not like VP are reading the game in the middle of it and crafting out where they're gonna go. It felt like that was a bit of a gamble from the get-go, and you see the exact same happening right here. Again, 3 players towards the B bomb side from the beginning of the round, and that also speaks into the DNA of VP. To those of you who's been watching Counter-Strike for a long time, they were known to do these gamble stacks all the time, in particular on Inferno. And yeah, sometimes that's based on preparation, and sometimes that's just a gamble stack where you hope it pays off. But I can tell you what I think. As a player myself back in the day, I hated playing like that. I want to win on my own terms. I want to win not by luck. I want to win by reading the game, by being one step ahead, by using all the information at hand. I do not want to gamble. It's not consistent. You can win rounds, you can win games based on gambles. You cannot build consistency on gambles.
All right, well, VP, rolling the dice. Is this their lucky number? Only Icy here. Fame holding the long side. Icy, no connection, and this is such a tough position to be in for VP. They've lost the bomb site entirely. They've got everyone alive to attempt this retake, but from spawn, it's going to be difficult. Favorable fights for GamerLegion. As the bomb goes down, they have a molly for that bomb as well. Icy will pluck ZTR out of the bomb site. This long lurker is very late. Kersey responds with his orb. PR is in no hurry to get going. Orb battle won by Icy. That opens up this round yet again as VP comes storming up the ramp. PR might be too late to play here. He can find Icy, but can he do more? Fame can just get into this bomb site. Holding on this flank right now. Kills in a flurry. PR too far away, playing with his food, and he hits the headshot, scaling the ramp. Not to be for Electronic. That was a tight margin, but it's one that's won out by GamerLegion.
A decent attempt from VP to make this retake work, getting a couple of good kills. Icy finally connecting 2 shots, doing a good job staying patient on long. And then PR comes into the mix. The first shot on CTR is great. The second one here as well is good. But let's be honest, we praised this man. We talked about him already. For now, he's a GamerLegion player. But PR right now showing why he's considered one of the brightest talents in the world of Counter-Strike. That was beautiful by him. Find the moment and hits the shots instantly to make sure that he could win the round for GamerLegion. 12-7. This seems to be over, Hugo.
Oh, well, there's always one more round in you, especially if you're VP.
Okay, let me rephrase it. This game is over, Hugo. Over.
Let's see. PR certainly trying to make it so. And again, going back to just impact kills, 17 and 8. Yeah. But I want to see that round swing. I want to test that new 3.0 because the feeling is he's won a lot of rounds for GamerLegion.
Almost all of the kills against the fully equipped VP as well. Yeah. Not a lot of stat padding. Absolutely. Walking up along here, all 5 players. It's going to be a 5v4 on the A-bomb side. That should be fun.
Behind the smoke, inside the smoke. Pick your poison. The cross not being stopped. Fame MP9 overwhelmed by Torsen. He's got another clean entry kill. Torsen dead after 1. Icy trying to save them. Electronic overwhelmed. And this Deagle damage. 2 tags. PR headshot bails his teammate out. Bomb getting stuck down by the captain. And 2v3 over it may be. Perfecto comes up with all the health here. Icy just trying to force a kill through the lip of the smoke. Perfecto does get one more. Maybe there's still hope, but it's onto him. 1v2 with time against him. Perfecto needs to find that second player as well, but tucked out far is the AWP, and Perfecto's patience paying off for nothing. No kill gifted over. The jump shot will not connect, and he knows that orbs are long. This one is over. GamerLegion taking VP's map pick away on Dust 2.
I hear that you are up for renewal when it comes to our...
If it goes to a third and I have to watch VP play one more map, right? So technically I can lose.
Okay.
But then again, if VP actually decides to play well, then it's going to be the same case of, oh, VP's playing well, let's see what they have in store for third map, and then they lose anyway. So
you're usually pretty decisive on the predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what you're saying this time. I think you're you're leaving it pretty open.
I'll try again. I got every good reason. I got a lot of good arguments as to why GamerLegion should win.
Yeah.
PR being one of them. Went 7 for 9 in opening kills last time versus VP. Riz having a fantastic showing as well. I think GamerLegion is a better team than VP on this map. But we'll have to wait and see if that's the case. Icy getting off to a good start. Low's rated player last time the two teams faced. So maybe if he steps up, that could change the tide.
Oh, well, him and Fame taking a couple of heads off in this pistol. Icy won't last much longer. Fame is stuck behind the site, and even the flash dodged, but the bullets land. Electronic makes it an advantage for VP.
They have a smoke for the retake.
Yeah, no kit. Oh, could see Rez staying in the site. They need this kill. Oh, that could be the smoke dropped in spawn. Coming out of Temple as well. What a shot. Perfecto. Clean head.
It's almost impossible now for Towson. Smoke goes down in the bomb. Good luck with this one.
Oh, but yeah, 10-second stick. He's not even biting. Easy. VP get it done. Full stick. And pistol round secured.
Yeah.
They even saved their Kevlar. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Keep a helmet. Don't need that kill that bad.
Nope. No. No point in that. And that's a good round for VP. That's what I mean, right? I have a lot of good arguments as to why GamerLegion is going to win. I think they're the better team. I think they have the better players in this map. I think PR in particular and Riz are thriving a lot on this map. Kersey have had some decent performances on the map as well, so I think everything speaks towards GamerLegion, but if there's one thing I learned is that's exactly the moment when VP comes in, and I guess a counter-argument to all what I'm saying right now is that VP have only won one game on this map in the last 3 months, but whenever they lose 13-11. They've done that 3 times on that map against some very good teams, so they're competitive.
Eventually, it's got to give.
That's the thing.
Could it be today? VP, when you write them off, that's when they do their best work. Nice. Oh my, wait. Oh, he got it! He got it! Full blind, get owned. Get absolutely, he didn't even left, right, he right, left.
Nothing makes sense in that play.
Oh, he ran out of ammo.
Beautiful flash as well from the team, and then you walk in through the smoke, you have no bullets left?
Please play that again.
Okay, well, the round is still going.
They're leaving B.
They're leaving B, yeah.
Leaving
Completely
B.
for the taking. There's one player now defending that bomb site by himself.
Take it away.
I think that's tough. I don't think GamerLegion realizes right now how big of a gap there is, and let's see if VP realizes where GamerLegion are on the map right now. This could be good and bad for both sides. PR already has a Molotov, so can't even pick up the extra one right here. Gonna smoke off right side, Molotov left. Will he be shot in the back right now? Potentially. Icy gives up his position. That's a warning sign. This is not entirely unwinnable.
I'm scared.
Yeah, me too.
My molly pushes him to long side, smoked off for now.
Have to plan straight away.
Oh, will he go through? No, waiting for his team.
Yeah. That's the
Hit
first
again.
step.
Deep flash, flit in front of the smoke.
They know where Pia is at, though. He stepped towards this position, so they have to clear that at some point. Kersey will have to do something with the Galil.
Miss smoke.
Oh, no.
What could go wrong?
Oh, no.
What could go wrong? Good trade. They know PR's here. You already said it. Checking cave just in case he's wrapped around, and they tap the bomb with no kit. One kill goes very far in this clutch, buying time. Caesar off the bomb, and he cuts Flit down. How do you win? You don't. Force buy for GamerLegion lands. All it took was a knife kill in the cave.
I wish the desk had more time to deep dive into this game. I think we should replay that round one more time. Even Riz can't believe it. That
check
was...
it's not a fluke?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a fluke. That's just that has so many elements to it. That was a wild one. Let's be honest. This one, I love that. UMP running out of bullets. Yeah, and the long, slow death. Right, I don't know what's going on, man.
The right click first. It's not even good.
XD. Ha 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 ha. Alrighty, 1-1. Another pistol won by VP. Another force buy won by GamerLegion.
Roller coaster.
Low-key hoping this game wouldn't be as, ugly, dare I say it, as Dust 2. Let's see. PR out of middle.
Oh,
nice double entry, triple entry
okay.
on towards PR's name. And as I spoke about last time they played Engine, he won 7 out of 9 opening duels on this specific map and was the second highest rated player next to Res. PR, he is a great, great prospect for the future. And that was just another little showcasing as of why that is.
Ace it. Lined up. Oh, he wants it. No! Great flash. PR, bro. It's the real deal.
You happy with his round swing? 7.27% round swing?
Yeah, last map. That sounds pretty damn good.
That is pretty goddamn good. 165 3.0 rating.
It's high impact.
It is.
Almost 100 ADR on Dust 2. Perfecto just getting toyed with. Nice, he got it. But no more. Torsen's got him locked in. And GamerLegion building into this game.
Sure they are. Great job by PR right here. Obviously a relatively potent buy by Virtus.pro. M4's in the mix, Famas is in the mix, but he just destroys them. And you gotta give credit to CTR as well. It must be nice when you're throwing a flash and you see 3 flash assists attached to your name.
Yeah.
Sure, PR, the one executing, but CTR setting him up.
Best player in the server energy from PR in this series. VP with a full A stack.
Yeah.
GamerLegion may waltz in.
Yeah, it's tough being a VP fan. We kind of established that already, but being a player on Virtus.pro must be pretty tough as well. I feel like you're fighting so many battles within the game all the time. Then you play good, then you play bad, and then you play good, then you play bad. Must be tough to mentally stay on top of things all the time. GamerLegion off to a good start, 3-1, winning the first map as well. In MR12, in a best of 3. I know it's only been 1 potential buy round coming in now, but pressure is already being applied to VP, and they're not the most resilient team out there, let's be honest. They lose this one, go down 4-1, 5-1. At some point, they're gonna crack.
If VP lose out here, they go against M80, who have already proven to be interesting.
I mean, you can never play this game, but what we saw today from M80 was good Counter-Strike, decent Counter-Strike, proper Counter-Strike, yeah. By the eye test, better than what VP have shown so far. So if they can replicate that kind of performance, then I'm confident saying that we have a game on our hand.
That could be a lot of fun, but GamerLegion have got to put them in their place first. Yet to be seen. In this repeat matchup, Electronic on his own down the ramp, dead.
That is such a wild play to make by Electronic in such an important round with a FMS as well.
With no teammate.
No teammate, no nothing, no utility. It's just
long.
No, you're just banking on a player not being there for whatever reason.
Very strange. 5v4 kind of given to GamerLegion, and still a triple stack here. Maybe hoping that death will inspire a B push for GamerLegion, but they're in no hurry. Bomb's back in spawn.
Yeah, undecided as well. They can go both places.
It surely will end B.
Yeah, by the looks of it now, bomb moving towards that B bomb.
How about another? How about one more of these?
Yeah, is that gonna work out?
Nope. How about one more though? The third one.
There we go.
Hey, they got a kill. 5 HP through the smoke with the knife. Perfecto going back for more.
What?
He's catching them leaving. No way, Perfecto. 3 kills on the flank. Bomb loose, 20 seconds. They were rotating A. VP don't know the bomb didn't make it out. So while GamerLegion are trying to pick it back up, VP are pre-rotating. GamerLegion still make that rotate. They fake it out. Back into B. It's empty. And VP thought the bomb got out. Now they hear the steps. Now they realize what's up. Room. Bomb. Planting. Open with no cover. What's that?
Watching right now.
He's got the plant.
Yeah,
PR can make up for letting his teammate die. That's a weird mistake to make, but he's got 2 bullets that wins this round. Wallbanged. He didn't shoot. What's happening? What is this game, Jacob?
I don't know.
He let his teammate die. He didn't play wide enough.
That didn't make any sense at all when you decide to plant the bomb in that position. I'm not sure why you're planning front of side. You could have planted back side. That would have been easier on your teammate.
Maybe thinking Perfecto is still down ramp?
Maybe.
But yeah, like, you got to go wider. He wasn't covering anything.
No.
Like, you're covering if the long player comes back to short. That's the only fight you're going to win. Like, look, it's isolated. Could have won this as well, though. Both low.
That's a weird one. Perfecto, I mean, credit where credit is due, gets a quad kill in this round. He's left with 5 HP and then decides to push the smoke ramp and get 2 kills in the back of the head of the 2 GamerLegion players. I initially didn't like that move. You know, you lose 2 players, you win that 3rd duel, but then you kind of overextend a little bit and goes for the goal, and this time it worked out. But that's my whole point. I think that's part of why, like, if I were to describe what makes VP so inconsistent, it's plays like that. Yes, it worked out this time, but if you play that around 10 more times, odds are you're going to lose 7 or 8 of those rounds. So you have to think for yourself, right? If we only have a 20 or 30% chance of winning this specific round with the way we approach it, are we going to do it over and over and over again? Surely not. So it's difficult for me to be happy on behalf of VP for winning it. I'm happy on behalf of Perfecto for pulling off the kills, but it's not something you can build off. It's not something that installs confidence in me that, oh, they figured it out now. Now they're playing well. It just seems so inconsistent in many ways.
5v3. VP hit hard in this round. 3 kills, all on their own. None of them traded by GamerLegion. They're letting them in now. Looking for the flawless full buy. And it's right there for the taking. Repeat gives a kill, but winning this one. Tough chance. Oh my God, Torsen. He's sharp today.
Yeah.
We're showcasing some great entries back on Dust 2. Torsen, there should be no way.
No.
But Icy's even got the pistol out.
1 more kill here. And he does some significant damage to the economy.
Ooh. Okay. That's still a bit scary. 1 more bullet would have ended Flit, but round is safeguarded by VP with 3 alive. Nice clean one as far as it's concerned.
That's good. That's good. You're winning your duels. You win your duel on ramp. Perfecto. Seemingly boosting some confidence after his massive round.
Yeah, just run at them, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that works. Then it works. Icy on the AWP getting an easy kill. Maybe Shirley, but Shirley can warp up into the game. He was nowhere to be seen on the first map, and that's a lot of pressure on GamerLegion. You can see the utility is very limited. They have an SMG on CTR as well, so if VP want to take a stance here, if they want to fight to stay alive in this series, winning this round would be great. PR gets taken down by Fame. That's a great beginning to the round for VP now. Torsen perhaps finds a bit of a gap, gets spotted though in the process, so not really much to win here for Towson. 3-3 and a round that VP should win. Have all the utility, all the weaponry, and have GamerLegion exactly where they want them. Very hard to execute in towards this bomb site, Hugo, with no utility at all.
Yeah, 1 smoke, perhaps for long, but looks like they want to just walk out through the cave. Smoke short, smoke down. VP double long. Good timing for this reposition. CTR can't really do much with the UMP in terms of scaling. They walk through the short smoke, Jacob. Look at Rez.
No.
Look at Rez. Wait. They wait. Rez has got the backstab. 2 kills. Torsen takes them both. Rez follows up. And the contact play was the last thing VP were expecting.
They find the 1 gap.
Yeah.
The 1 gap they need to win the
Crazy.
round. And then they fully execute upon it. That's so ballsy from Rez. So cool from Towson as well. Coming in with a double kill. That is beautiful. You got to give it to GamerLegion, you know? It's also hard to fault VP for that. Yes, maybe leaving that big of a gap, you know, not having a player shoulder peeking. It's a bit too passive. I wanted to say it. It feels like you're playing a bit too defensive right here, giving up a bit too much space. But then I thought to myself, yeah, well, they get the first kill anyway, and then it's over. But
I can't really blame
punished.
VP too much for that because they just smoke cave and TTR calls a bluff and they all walk through the cave smoke. So as far as VP concerned, like, we need to watch ramp while this short smoke is down. The cave smoke is up.
But that's my point, you know, what's the point of smoking cave and then leaving it up? You know, what's the point of using a smoke and then, yeah, maybe, and you're just offering so much space. You're offering an opportunity at the very least. And yes, odds of GamerLegion finding that gap and executing it like this is very, very small. So again, I don't really want to fault the VP too much for it. It's more so GamerLegion playing with big balls and My God,
Yeah.
Towson.
I can't
That's
believe
so good.
Torsen's swinging long when Rez is like, guys, I'm behind them. I'm behind. Don't peek. Don't peek. You're going to have your like word, it's usually Joker or whatever. Like, don't go, just wait, I'm behind them. Torsen just double entries long.
It's just instant pressure on VP again. Look at the economy. MP9 in the mix, FAMAS in the mix.
Oh, PR.
PR, this time you win your duel versus
no
Fame.
Way.
Survives with 2 HP.
How? All right, don't need to give this kill away, Rez. There's 2 players in the cave. He's done his job, push them back.
I was just about to say he's going to walk through another smoke, but...
Oh, I see AWP on ramp. Maybe. Just if he goes really wide, he's going to get traded. Yeah. Insta trade. No chance to get out. Flash over high. Actually taking space. There is another player. 3-man strong at this B site. Perfecto puts up another multi-kill. He's the savior of B for VP. That smoke is very deep.
Well, it's
He's
being short,
going to bounce back, yeah.
Oh, that grenade. It could be a kill, but it's not going to be.
Okay. Coming out cave is PR on 2 health. The flank is timing very well right now, and I don't know how PR is meant to squeeze one more shot out of this, but Electronic is low. Is that his way in? He hears the steps. Makes his own team flash. Electronic blind. PR, goes for it, but not to B as the flank ends it all. VP, hold down B thanks to Perfecto. He is putting on an honest day of work here on Ancient.
That's 2 rounds Perfecto single-handedly is winning for VP. The quad kill in 2 rounds ago, and now this one as well. It is beautiful for Perfecto. Doing it with a FAMAS as well, and doing it in key rounds for VP. Had they lost this one, it would have been 5-3 for GamerLegion, no money whatsoever. You're looking at a 6-3 scoreline after losing the first map as well. Very hard to keep your head up after that one. Yeah. Now it's the other way around. GamerLegion forced into a very weak buy right here. A couple of AKs, like a little 2 deagles in the mix. It's going to be tough for them, and now it's all of a sudden VP who can apply the pressure, thanks to Perfecto.
And Heaven control as well taken. VP finally win the mid-fight. They put the numbers there. They've been getting shut out by PR in gun rounds. Nice.
That's crisp by Electronic, yeah.
He's got full nades as well. He's not going to use them. Maybe thinking that's just the lurk.
That's a tough position to be in now for GamerLegion, playing it as a 3v5. You were hoping you could catch a timing either towards Mr. Flit or towards Electronic. Neither of the 2 worked out, and now you're left with very little space to work with. PR on a deagle. Sure, you have utility, but you need to find a kill somewhere to find a gap, or at least force a rotation from the CT side.
And VP is just playing their bomb sites. No interest in the mid control.
No, and that's fine. You know, at this point, 5v3, play as rock solid as you want to, play as defensive as you want to. That's fine, but you got to do it at the right moments, and seemingly VP is doing that right now. That being said, though, we've seen them lose worse rounds than this one.
Electronic doesn't know how deep they've got, and he's got to be very careful on these clears. The jump across is isolated well. He's got the nades to waste their time, and his own, full blind. And cross on the right side. Nice shot for Torsen to pop through like that. Electronic was not expecting the tuck. Bomb picked up, 20 seconds. I mean, still shouldn't be a way in, but Perfecto is alone, so he's fighting pretty committed right now. That's it. That's the round. Opened up. They've got a plant. That's a really scary situation now, and wallbang, not an option. Flit has to go all the way around. Just enough time to plant.
Surely not VP, huh?
How did they lose this? 2v5, and I'm scared.
Oh, no.
Perfect lineup here. Torsen's got another. He's got to clutch up now. He's doing it. 3 kills deep. Torsen having a game, and Flit is a shot from death with the bomb for him. Options are open. Flit with the tap. Torsen doesn't panic. He takes his peek, and he wins the round. 2v5 from GamerLegion. The door opened by Perfecto and slammed shut in VP's face.
All right, I know we talked about it on Dust 2, and I want to say it one more time. This is exactly what's wrong with VP. Perfecto having 2 massive rounds. First with a quad kill, then with a double kill with the FAMAS. He's keeping VP alive. And then for some reason, he's the one making the mistake right here. Fighting on the A-bomb side all by himself when all he had to do with 20 seconds left was to stay alive and make sure, sorry, the B-bomb side, was to stay alive and make sure that whenever they got into the bomb side, one of the 2 GamerLegion players have to plant the bomb, which makes it theoretically a 5v1 or 4v1 at that point for 3 seconds. For some reason, he fights, he dies, and that opens up the round. That is unacceptable. It's unexplainable, and it's annoying as hell because Perfecto is the best performer out of the VP camp, and all of a sudden, he's the one making the most crucial mistakes. That's what we spoke about. From round to round, you never know what you're going to get with VP. It's so goddamn inconsistent and so stupid, to be completely honest.
You've got to admire how GamerLegion just still fighting tooth and nail, even in rounds like that, to win out a 2v5. Yes, big mistake, and GamerLegion just exploit it to the maximum degree, putting VP in a very uncomfortable position in that round, and now in the half, because we've got a full eco, had this back and forth of economy, and GamerLegion finally fully break VP.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to this man. Now he's planning the bomb in this round. That's not much MVP-like, but the round before, the quad kill.
Are you sure? Donks the plant of a team spirit.
That's true. That's also crazy.
I don't know how or why.
Because it puts you in the middle of the action all the time.
Yeah, true. It's always in the middle of the site.
There
Good entry or exits rather for PR.
Yeah.
Farming. He's deserved some farming, I'd say, after today.
That's fair. He's also a man that is
sowed.
involved all the time. Like, he's the one going out middle, opening up the rounds. He's the guy always exploiting himself and opening up his body, so to speak, to be killed. But PR has been sharp so far in this game, and so has GamerLegion. I will say, compared to Dust 2, I think GamerLegion sort of have fallen down to the level of VP. They're kind of buying into the scrappiness right now. They're not as clean, as clinical as they were before, and that has made this game very competitive and, I guess, fun to watch. It's, again, as I said, maybe it's our mindset that needs to change when it comes to VP. We're annoyed, we're frustrated. Why don't we appreciate the fact that every round is a round? Every round is interesting.
Every round, something happens. Like a B-rush. And you're not going to stop that with one man in the site, but Electronic does do an admirable job with the double kill. Bomb loose and a player late. Rez, in no hurry to force this kill. He hears them coming to him. They can block him. Is that a way for VP to chase down this plant? It's a good molly on the ramp. Rez buying time, but that only lasts half the time of the smoke. Is Rez really going to come through this? He's just trying to play it as late as possible. Keep the pressure on. Long smoke. Blocks another man. Trying to take the fight through it. Fame given an option. It's really up to ZTR with an UMP in the site. He's got one more kill from him, and Rez is just wasting time. It should be his death, and it is. 2v1 now. Captain's clutch. ZTR gets a shot through the smoke, and Flick with a tap. ZTR bites, and he falls. VP win it out. A very chaotic B-rush round, where Electronic does hold super well. 2 kills from Cave in that position, and VP hurry that retake.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for Rez. He doesn't get to be part of the round, gets stuck in towards CT spawn, and VP is doing a great job at toying with him. As you said, Electronic getting a multi-kill with the FAMAS as well. There was plenty of opportunities than this one from CTR. I thought that was it. He could have waited a little bit. He didn't have to swing out this early on towards Flit. He could have played the bomb and caused a little bit more, I guess, out of Flit, knowing the time was limited, but it was just such a chaotic round from start to finish. And I hate to say it, but I think the more GamerLegion is falling down to the trap of playing this brand of Counter-Strike where it gets a little bit messy, then the more and the higher likelihood of VP getting back into the game there is. So, I'm Ash right now. I'm going to spend the halftime at calming down the boys and maybe go back to the booth, you know. I want to see the methodical, clinical Counter-Strike, but it's hard to execute on a map like Ancient.
Full W at A in this round, though. Rez playing late on the lane. They get the space. That orb covers. And Icy's cut down in spawn. GamerLegion looking for the plant here. Nades will certainly help that. Fake out to avoid the spam. It's the right call. He goes for the second wide plant. VP, can they get through right now? Fecto looked interested, but he's waiting for his team. They have a big flank right now from Electronic. Kersey in a strong position. He needs to perform in this round. A post plant with the AWP like this. His team trapped out in Temple. It's not the optimal post plant, so they look to take space here. Fecto might hear these steps. Flank has been cancelled. Electronic comes back to spawn. Inside the smoke, PR can play knife. He can play spam. He can play denial of defuse. The GamerLegion's final chance at this half. Tap, knife, spammed off by Flit. Kersey grabs a shot out of nowhere, and they're so low with the spam. No one's on that defuse. Flit finally tries, knifed again, and they end the half how they began it, with blades to the face of Virtus.pro. GamerLegion, another 7-5 half. What a game.
I need a break.
Well, you're lucky. We got one coming up. this legion of gamers getting through VP and looking to push them into the lower bracket in a 2-0 affair. A T side that nets them 7 rounds on Ancient after taking VP's map pick. GamerLegion on track to do it. But VP, they love a twist, they love a turn, they love a crazy comeback, don't they? A team that rarely give up.
They never give up, and seemingly they intend to do so by pushing towards the B-bomb side. All 5 players right now walking the lane over here. There's a decent amount of utility on Icy, so he's going to be man of the hour, setting up the rest of the team. Is it going to be a classic cave coming out, splitting into the B-bomb side in the pistol? I think it will be.
Julie's with the flash. Maybe he goes a second too soon, though. Ooh. Keen shot. Rez with a pistol. Rez with a pistol. 2 headshots. Julie's are ugly, and Rez finds a third in the downtime. Get them out. 4 for Rez. And that's a confident, decisive pistol round from GamerLegion.
That's a crazy round by Rez. That is so impactful. Obviously getting 4 kills in itself, but that first kill, that slows down everything. The second kill more or less wins the round, and the third kill is just nasty work. Look at that. This angle as well, this is not easy at all from Rez. 9 out of 10 times you'll see him get traded, but he's instant with that USP. Beautiful stuff from Rez, who were the lowest rated player after the first half. Nowhere to be found for GamerLegion. The one guy who didn't really step up or find too much impact. So when your bottom frag on the scoreboard is doing that in the pistol, that's a pretty good sign.
Oh yeah. It's not going to make VP's game any easier.
Towson, meanwhile, have stepped it up, had a fantastic showing here. Not a guy that we speak that much about when it comes to GamerLegion. Seems more like to be the glue, willing to sacrifice, playing some tough roles, but my God, was he impactful in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, went out that 2v5. He's had some crisp entries on T side. All in all, had a very strong series.
Yeah. Got more in store for us now, I think.
Yeah, B anchoring against Pistol as well. Should be fine. Just don't get too close. Don't get too close. Tucked in the cubby, they're not going to spam.
He was toying with the idea, huh?
He's not sure on where he wants to play right now, but VP are about to force him to make a decision. Flash is coming over. He should see them from this side. And there it goes. Oh, Dink, humbled. Push back, he's in trouble. Needs some support for the cave, and there it is. A high flash for ZTR. Makes it easy. ZTR doing it all, man. Gets a kill to cover him. High flash, 2 more kills.
It's beautiful.
What can you do? VP's eco goes nowhere fast, and it's buy or die here on T side.
That's what it feels like now for VP. I like the decision not to force up in the second round. Make sure that you get a proper buy heading into this one. AKs, Galils, a lot of utility. And again, you value utility above the AK from Electronic, Perfecto, and Icy. I like that. But then they gotta show me why. This is it, as you said. You have to win this round. You give GamerLegion a 10-5, potentially 11-5 lead. This game would be over.
Word of the day.
And there we go. They found a gap over here. There's no one to defend a bomb side whatsoever. 2 players stuck in Donut. And are they going to get a bit of a surprise here? PR, is he aware that Fame is in this position? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
That's a disaster. And that's opened up the round here for VP. We've still even got a late lurker wasting time. Gonna walk through this smoke. Edging the fire. Rez. Oh, he takes on the Molotov. Still gets a kill from it. Could he survive, really? They're going to walk behind him through the smoke. In the meantime, the teammate's getting picked apart. So this push for Perfecto, he's kind of hung his team out to dry. It may still get a kill. ZTR looking on. They line up. And there it is. Double kill. Perfecto. It was scary for a moment, but he recovers well. It's also 1v3. I'm not counting anything out. 2 low players.
No, the bomb is still over here, but Perfecto seems to be aware. 40 seconds to play with. You have a player in middle trying to safeguard the entire situation. This is not over.
Oh, this is scary.
There may or may not be a timing. That's the first kill. Oh,
good trade.
It, yeah.
Good trade.
Well done for VP here. Keeping the calm, you know, playing it safe and actually, you know, kind of forcing Torsten to make a move and punishing him for doing so.
Yeah, the longer he sits there, the more the paranoia. Am I getting flanked? Is the bomb leaving?
Once again, Perfecto. Like the double kill coming in from Donut right here. That's a game-changing kill. Obviously, the first one is easy, second one is good. Res instinct dings him actually. Perfecto goes down to 10 HP, so it was close, but had it not been for Perfecto in this game so far, VP would have lost already. Like, that's 3 buy rounds. Single-handedly, he's won on his own.
Sure. Oh, Rez going heaven fight.
Now he's out of the mix then.
Is there no molly? It was just no molly on that play. Or did he get run boosted? I didn't quite catch it. Don't see the flames. VP. Oh! Not safe at all here at Cave. Getting banged out a little bit through the wood. CTR can buy more time with the smoke.
So he will.
And so they're going to push down ramp. Again, a grouped play. Doing it together.
I like that, yeah.
So does Electronic for one, but punished.
That's fine. Good trade, 3v2. That's still very winnable for GamerLegion. Makes it maybe slightly easier for VP.
This is just what VP weren't doing, right? This grouped stuff, 2-man pushing, 2-man going back, playing together, playing off each other. Okay, I say that. He got isolated. There's the swing, though. Kersey will keep it up for GamerLegion. 2v1, no bomb. Icy has to go all the way back. He was trying to play off his team, but he never had the bomb, and now Rez hears him.
Yep. He's aware. And that was the one dangerous moment, right? Kersey had to stay alive. Had Icy had the bomb, that could have been a difficult position, but now it's changed again. Rez, there may be a timing where he slips by, but Kersey's aware that's a potential, and then they can play a 2v1 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he can still get this kill right here. Oh, that's a crisp shot for Icy. Bomb can go down. Good Molotov to block a rotation.
That's a very long rotation from Kersey now, and Icy needs to take some space somewhere. He decides to go cave, and well, Kersey walks back in towards CT spawn. It's a little bit of a weird route that he was on. Now he's coming back to the position he was last seen in, so didn't really change anything. Has to run as well, give up his position. This looks very rough for Kersey. No kid either.
Smoke on the roof. Bounces onto the site rather, and Icy could stop the cross in its tracks. Oh dear, recovered well. Let him in and then shut him out. Icy with a 1v2, a patient play, arguably his best round of the series, which is more of an indictment of Dust 2, but it's come at a crucial time to keep VP in this match.
Yeah, very important. That's a round that GamerLegion are never supposed to lose. Good trading here in ramp as well, but gotta give it up to Icy. Find some sick kills. That one here on Rest, that's beautiful. What a get a little. And then he course correct and removes Kersey as well from the server. VP is alive, and GamerLegion struggling from a financial standpoint. Couldn't convert. They're forcing here as well. And they're nading Electronic to his death again. I would love to see a webcam on Electronic right now. He cannot be happy. Knowing him, he's going to show some frustrations. It's been a rough game for him so far.
Well, we did see this game last. VP's better half was the T side.
Yeah.
Got them up to a 13-11 loss, though.
Can't afford to lose this round. Look at the economy as well. Like, it's...
They buy a lifeline if they win this round.
They do.
Oh, huge kill. Smoke comes down, but that's not stopping anyone. Horrible smoke. And VP, they roll over into this B bomb site and pull up with an 8th, keeping that money smashed.
Yeah, it's the individuals right now keeping VP alive. It's not the calling. It's not the way they designed the game plan. Just to revert back to what happened in the first half, Perfecto had 2 massive rounds, purely individual plays, not being set up by a teammate, not getting a flash, not anything, just a quad kill and a multi-kill with a FAMAS all by himself. Icy winning a 1v2 with the get a little all by himself, no teammates to help out. And now you see Flit doing it here in ramp as well. Not like he's getting a flash to be set up or anything like that. They rely on the individual heroics right now, and that has won them time to stay alive in the game, but I'm not seeing anything that is coming out of VP where I'm like, oh, tactically, they're on top of things. Or, oh, Electronic got it figured out now. It purely stems from individual heroics, and that's fine sometimes, you know? That is also needed to win games, but that cannot be the only thing you rely on. As said, it's not sustainable. It's a nasty nade, huh?
Sick nade, yeah.
Oh, he took that pretty calm.
Okay, one more little half here for GamerLegion. While they wait for the loss bonus to accrue. VP puff their chest outside of B. Look at Flit's space. He's already deep in cave. VP ready to pounce on this B bomb site. And minimal defense put up here by GamerLegion. They're playing far back, but they don't really have the guns to do this.
No. Not much they can do about this, I reckon. Unless some of this utility is going to make VP doubt. Seems unlikely. Oh,
Bruce is nice, but he gets spotted on the jump, so can't really stick in this position. VP can just walk in and plant that bomb.
so they will. At this point, all GamerLegion can hope for is a couple of kills, maybe pick up an AK, save it. We'll see. Kersey has the scout, may be worth to save. I feel like he's been more effective with the scout in this game than anything else.
Yeah, maybe. Are they going to try just to keep VP here?
May as well.
More kills the better here for GamerLegion. Just to soften the finances. Trade out on long. VP holds strong. 2 kills, maybe a third, and PR makes it happen. Scout not to beat. And so VP, they're happy with that. Just get the round done.
Yep.
They won off the plant. It was just down to economy by the end.
A little bit expensive, but that's okay. At this point, we're getting so close to the finish line that every round matters a lot. And obviously for VP to tie up the game 9-9, I think that's great. Again, it must be the feeling within the VP camp right now. They're well aware, listen, we're not playing our best brand of Counter-Strike, yet we still find ourselves in a 9-9 position. What happens if we actually step up our game? That's the question you got to ask yourself if you're VP 24/7, basically. But it also can give you a sense of confidence, knowing that you're not doing well, yet you're still competitive. So what happens when we actually switch on? That's a positive reinforcement you have to focus on if you're in the VP camp. Whereas for GamerLegion, it's the other way around. Well aware that VP are not playing well and they're allowing them in the game. Kersey with the AWP. First time we see him activated on the CT side. Good opening kill here in Fame.
Audacious angle as well.
Yeah.
Pays off. VP walk out middle, but there is still a man here. Is there a flash behind this, or they're just hoping on the fade of the smoke they can find that equalizer? Rez backing out. Probably the right time for this. The AWP is in the smoke as well. Rez retreats to the bomb sites. Fecto's ready to pounce in A main as well, but he's actually pulling back, so they want this B site, it looks. Oh, as the boost comes in, PR does trade. That could have gone a lot worse for GamerLegion. Now they reaffirm on A. Perfecto pushing in deep. This is, again, still very split for VP. Look at the gamble. GamerLegion have read it. They want to crunch middle with 4 players. There's a pick for Icy. The AWP's there, but PR comes in off of red. Him and his teammate drop that bomb. And so, yeah, you have the A site, but you have nothing to put in it. Perfecto has to find this bomb. They think Donut is dead. There's a second man in there. And now Flit in B as well. They had both bomb sites, but the bomb was lost in middle. It's a nightmare situation for VP. Because of the damage of the previous, this save might matter.
Yeah, it very much matters. Perfecto has no money to work with. Fame is going to be limited next round as well. One of those 2 players are going to get a drop from Flit, and then Fame can buy Galil, unless... Oh, he was toying with the idea of facing Rez. That's the whole point. The round before from GamerLegion, they got 3 kills with very minimal investment. P250s, 5.7s. Got a bit expensive for VP, and that may bite them in the ass now. There's going to be certain players who will lack a bit of utility. There may be a Galil in the mix, worst case as well. That's got to make it slightly easier for GamerLegion to potentially close out this game. Next round is what you call a key round in Counter-Strike. GamerLegion wins that one, then there's not much VP can do. 10-9.
It's close.
It is.
Nail biter right now down the stretch.
It's crazy how little timeouts that's been used throughout this game.
GamerLegion have not been popping them.
No, not at all.
Maybe feeling like they're in control.
Yeah.
But you'd think that Ash would want to get involved a little bit more.
Where is Ash?
That's a good question. It's not like they're boot camping, so
No.
maybe TeamSpeak, maybe not.
Maybe.
He did an interview off the top of the day, I think, so
Surely he must be around, yeah?
he can't be far.
Maybe
He's just happy with how they're playing.
Maybe. Would you be happy if you're Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happier than VP's coach. Sure. They're winning.
For now, let's
It's
see.
not close. Oh, this smoke on the Insta. Ugly.
Yeah, Yeah, but inconsequential for now. They're going for it. They're going straight into it, yeah.
PR, need you right now. There's a double headshot. That's what this guy was born to do. Carry GamerLegion through.
That's a crazy sequence from PR. Under so much pressure. Always good for 2.
Just destroyed.
So much impact, yeah. I think the call from VP, I like that. That was ballsy. It was changing up the pace. That's what we asked for sometimes.
Off the pause.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And they had no one there. No one was in A. PR just gets there in time.
Exactly.
As the smoke blooms. Like, sadly, if VP were 1 second slower, that double kill doesn't happen.
Nope.
That smoke bloomed, and he got the double kill at the same time. He just saw them come through.
That's true.
So it's literally 1 second difference for VP. Like, it's unlucky, I'd say. And yeah, don't hate the change of pace. Haven't seen anything like that from VP all game.
No, it's a cool call. It's a great call. It's a great read. But then again, that's why you got to give credit to PR in a situation where he's under a lot of pressure. Just slots into the position. Last minute, he gets a crisp double kill, backed up by Rez. All of a sudden, VP finds himself in a 2v5, and there's nothing they can do about it. 11-9.
I think they lose the game off that.
Yes.
Look at this smoke blooming on PR. Look at that. 1 second, 2 seconds. Like, that's the difference it makes.
I'm not going to lie. The more I watch PR play, the more of a fan I become of him. I think he's the real deal. I think it's easy sometimes to hype up talents, you know, young players and players playing on less good teams, you know, where they get to stand out a little bit. I think PR is... I think he's ready. I think he's ready for a big move.
Yeah, you know, I played with him actually on the stage of a Tier 1 tournament. And on the, you're laughing at me, but I played with him, you know, the show match of the Caches on the Melbourne stage. And, you know, I'd say... You know, I kind of helped him get through the stresses of the stage. I know what it's like, you know, as an experienced person myself.
You're one of those guys who takes stock in someone else's career. You know, I made this guy.
Well, you know, I wouldn't say I made him, but... Without me, you know, what would have happened? Like, I can't say for sure. Right?
Maybe he'd be playing for FaZe already. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
But that is to give him a lot of credit. And take nothing away from GamerLegion.
But jokes aside, like, he was a very calm, very cool guy. Very humble guy. And very skilled player. We almost won that game.
Yeah, almost. Well,
almost against 4 professional players.
Wow.
I had 2.
You know what? That's the game I love the most. The games that I almost win. I'm so proud when I almost win a game. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Excellent.
You don't have that many wins in your...
No, I have a lot of games where I almost won.
Oh, well, they were great.
They make me so happy to think about it.
Ooh, Kersey. Skewered.
You should get a bomb plant.
That's a nice plant, but the round win is fleeting, and VP, it takes, you know, some belief to eco this round at 11-9.
Sure. To
play for OT. And so I respect it. Fame had a hero, and yeah, there you go. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Team kill, and then be followed up. You laugh it off because you win the round.
Yeah.
Imagine, though.
Imagine.
What if? Oh, there he is. There he is.
We got our boy.
He was here the whole time. Of course, great camera for the content creator / coach.
Of course, not needed. Haven't taken a single time out here in Ancient.
No.
Just observing.
Match point. VP ecoed for this, though, so don't write them out yet. They've actually had some decent T-side rounds here. They had a little streak of 4. The A-rush is unfortunate. Bomb. Well, I blame Rez for walking into the orb.
They need 3 in a row, VP, to keep this game alive. They lost the first map quite convincingly, and does too. Now find himself down to 3 match points to GamerLegion. What are you going to do here? What's the call? Electronic taking over the Tech 9. That's very admirable. Giving an AK to Fame, I presume.
All right. They are going pretty pacey towards beating the smoke as well. There's only 1 player in the site. He's stuck at long. Off the great flash for Torsten, just bounces it in their face and double kills VP. That may be how it becomes unraveled. Flit just walking through, praying, and almost pays off. Shot in the back by Rez. 2v4. There's been highs, there's been lows, but ultimately, this has been GamerLegion 2-0ing Virtus.pro and pushing them into the lower bracket. There are more chances, but this map has none of them. GamerLegion 13-9. They take VP's pick on Dust 2. They go on to close Ancient, and they get him down and out for now. Good game from GamerLegion.
A good game from GamerLegion and solid stuff once again. Not only doing the same by getting this victory